I get it now. Now I see the why this note bothered me so much when I first saw it. It looks like a note outlining the murder plot. That note was apparently written by the victim. Why did Phil need to write instructions to himself like this? Your Honour, please take a look at this note. This is the victim's murder plan, right? It's definitely a murder plan, but what if Mr. Gloomsbury didn't write this note himself? What? This is how you intend to conjure up your mysterious third party, Mr. Wright? Can you even prove the note wasn't written by the victim? Yes I can. Very well then, please present your evidence, Mr. Wright. This proves the victim didn't write the note.
Take that!
This is the weapon Mr. Gloomsbury used to stab Mr. Sprocket. I was wondering what you'd pull out this time. Dare I ask what this could possibly have to do with the note? Mr. Gloomsbury's prints were found on this candelabra. The prints were from his left hand. So that makes the victim left-handed, correct? Exactly, Your Honour. The police looked into it too and confirmed as much. Now take a look at the smudge writing on this note. Notice how the smudging only starts from the middle of each preceding line. Had this been written by a lefty, the writing would be smudged from the far left end. This means whoever wrote this note was definitely right-handed. In other words, somebody other than the victim wrote this note. What? If someone other than Mr. Gloomsbury wrote it, what does this note mean? Mr. Gloomsbury followed this note to the letter when he attacked Miss Wyatt. So clearly the note isn't a murder plan written by Mr. Gloomsbury, but rather these are instructions to kill Miss Wyatt issued by somebody else.
Objection!
If it wasn't the victim who wrote those so-called instructions, then who wrote it? Most of the people involved are right-handed, you know. He's correct. The majority of the family and their employees who are on the airship are indeed right-handed. I must say this is very rough and slipshod conjecture you've proposed. Ugh. I admit I haven't figured out who wrote it just yet. Leave it to Mr. Edgeworth to go for the jugular. This culprit who ordered Gloomsbury to attack Ellen. What could the motive have been? It doesn't seem very likely Ellen did anything to incur anybody's wrath, right? Right. Not too likely, anyway. In that case, it has to be about Soren. If somebody were to hold a grudge against Soren, what would it be about? That accident, I guess. I can understand if Gloomsbury felt resentful about having to take the blame. But the one who lost the most of that accident was Soren's sister. She lost her life after all. Soren suffered too, of course. He was crushed by using somebody so precious to him. Somebody precious, huh? Soren's sister. Wait, there's one more person. Someone else who must hold a grudge against Soren. You think of something out? I think so. I think there's somebody else used Gloomsbury to try and get revenge against Soren. You say somebody tried to get revenge against Mr. Sprocket, Mr. Wright? The person who manipulated and used Mr. Gloomsbury was... The person who used Mr. Gloomsbury to try and get revenge on Mr. Sprocket and finish Mr. Gloomsbury off to silence him was a man dear to Mr. Sprocket's older sister. Selina Sprocket's fiancé. Not that I'm positive, but it's certainly possible. This fiancé could have made Gloomsbury attack Alan to get his revenge on Soren. What? Her fiancé? Order in the court! Order, I say! Yes, it does seem quite believable Miss Selina Sprocket's fiancé would bear a grudge against Mr. Sprocket for his role in the accident. Exactly, Your Honour. Maybe her fiancé was trying to murder Miss Wyatt in order to make Mr. Sprocket experience the same pain he felt. Miss Sprocket's fiancé was a surgeon, if memory serves. But the only people who attended the reception were family and staff members. That may be, but that must mean Miss Sprocket's fiancé must have been among those who attended. Huh? Really? Of course. Otherwise, how could he have killed Gloomsbury? Oh, I see what you're doing. This is another giant bluff, isn't it? Alright, I'll bite. Who exactly do you claim this fiancé to be? Yes, I'd like to know as well. Are you sure you're going to be okay, Nick? Maybe. When it comes to suspicious people, there's only one person on my list. I need to find something that connects him to Selina. This will help us identify Miss Sprocket's fiancé.
Take that!
Please take a look at this photo, Your Honour. That photo. Notice Miss Sprocket's pocket watch. Haven't we seen it somewhere before? Yeah. Dare say I clocked it from the very beginning. Yes, now you mention it, I do feel I've seen it somewhere before. I believe we've all seen it right here in this very courtroom. Ugh, impossible. That's right, the pocket watch in this photo is the same pocket watch Mr. Nickledy has on him right now. This is clear proof of a strong connection between Pierce Nickledy and Selina Sprocket. No. Well, Mr. Nickledy, is this true? Mr. Nickledy, you were once engaged to Selina Sprocket. That pocket watch you keep as a memento of her, don't you? Mr. Nickledy, you plan to rob Mr. Sprocket of his loved one to make him feel the same pain as you. Isn't that right? But Mr. Sprocket managed to fight back and knock Mr. Gloomsbury unconscious. You thought Mr. Gloomsbury was dead and hid his body in the lantern. But then you noticed Mr. Gloomsbury regained consciousness. So you figured you not to prevent your plan being exposed. That's an offensive take on what really happened in this murder case. Mr. Wright, does this mean you wish to officially accuse the witness of the murder of Jamar Gloomsbury? The defence indicts Pierce Nickledy on the charge of murdering Jamar Gloomsbury. Oh my! Mr. Nickledy, would you care to respond? Man, this lawyer just yaps on and on. As you guessed, the watch is a memento of Selina. Stop working the time of the accident, though. Then you really are. Yes, I was Selina's fiancé, and not just her fiancé, the surgeon beside her deathbed. Mr. Nickledy, why didn't you tell me any of this before? Oh, shut it, you useless prosecutor. I thought you could be of use, but apparently the case was too much for you. What did you say? If your office hadn't stuck its nose up in this, I could have swept it all under the rug. Not only did you interfere with the case, but you even let me fall under suspicion. That's because you kept trying to cover things up on the sly. Oh. But covering things up wasn't your only involvement. The only person who had motive to use the victim to try and kill Miss Wyatt was you. Ugh. Huh. Malignant tumours. There are malignant tumours in this courtroom, liaisons oozing with false charges. The tumours are one idiotic lawyer and one useless prosecutor. After the truth is revealed, I'll have the both of you incised from the legal world. I'd like to see you try. With the power of the Sprocket family, it'd be a cinch. I will now begin the operation. What in the world happened to Mr. Nickledy? Looks like he's finally showing his true colours. Nick, look what he did to the shoulder neck. Quit your yapping before I suture your chatty lips shut. It's like he's a completely different person. Sure looks like it, huh? We can't let our guards down now. Mr. Nickledy, it's finally time for you to testify to the truth. It seems we're entering the final act at last. Witness, your testimony, please. Mr. Nickledy, why didn't you say anything? Ah, you just took a picture of me or something. You want me to voluntarily testify, hoping I'll make a slip of the tongue. Not a very impressive plan, or brain, I might add. You just exposed everybody in the room to radiation. You can be nicked just for that. That was reckless. Ow, that was uncalled for. If you want to know something, you ask the question. I'll answer, but I've no intention of making any voluntary statements of my own. Oh. What's he trying to do, Nick? He's using the silent treatment as his strategy to avoid getting tripped up. Clever guy. No more lies, Mr. Nickel dear. You'll tell us nothing but the truth from now on. Oh. What do you think you're doing? No one asked you to speak. Keep quiet over there and play with your frills. How dare you? Well, this is a rather unconventional situation, but please proceed, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour.
Hold it!
If he won't speak voluntarily, I guess I'll have to ask him something. On the day of the incident, you were constantly surrounded by your subordinates. Is that right? Absolutely. I was in someone's line of sight at all times. After all, I was busy taking care of every detail of the event. Mr. Edgeworth, I believe your investigation backs up my claim. I got statements that said groups of his subordinates were with him in rotation, so he was always with someone. As the prosecutor just said, I couldn't even get close to the land containing Grimsby myself, let alone kill him. Pierce didn't have the chance to get close to the victim alone, huh? Would you like the statement added to the testimony? So I guess I've got to keep switching out these testimonies until I find the wrong one, then. Very well.
Hold it!
Is it true Mr. Grimsby regained consciousness inside the lantern? You murdered him in order to silence him? He was an excellent employee and very loyal to me. Grimsby was my right-hand man. I'd suffer the most from losing him. You really think I'd kill a guy like that? It makes sense only if you were innocent. But since your goal is revenge, you don't really have to care about something like that. But I am innocent, I tell you. Don't try to force your conjectures onto me. Ugh. Without decisive evidence, I can't pursue this line of questioning any further. No thank you, Your Honour. I better tread cautiously here.
Hold it!
You've been nursing a grudge against Mr. Sprocket over the loss of your fiancée, isn't that right? I'd be lying if I said I felt no resentment whatsoever. But Master Soren didn't cause an accident on purpose. Master Soren himself has suffered greatly. But you quit being a surgeon and found a way to get closer to Mr. Sprocket. Wasn't that so you could carry out your revenge on him? Don't insult me. Supporting Master Soren and Sprocket Aviation with my life's work is my penance for not being able to save Selena. It's how I honour her. I feel devotion as both a fiancé and a surgeon. Your statement breaks my heart. I've never thought of exact revenge on Master Soren. Never thought of it, huh? I guess I should take that with a pound of salt. But on second thought, I have to get some kind of testimony out of him.
Hold it!
This is the same three questions. Right.
Hold it!
So you're always in someone's line of sight? I was surrounded by family members and staff as we prepared for the reception. During the reception, I was stationed behind the sweetheart table to attend to the couple. When could I have possibly committed the murder? I'm not buying it. If Pierce is the true killer, there must have been some time when he was out of everyone's sight. What do you think, Nick? Is there a chance for us here? As long as we have some kind of testimony from him, there has to be. I just have to compare his testimony against the evidence and find inconsistency, right? Exactly. This is it. I have to do it right.
Objection!
Knew it. Mr. Nickledy testifies it was all a somewhat timely incident. Never had a moment alone to commit the crime. Yes, the police investigation backs the statement up, doesn't it? There was an opportunity, in fact. One and only one. A moment Mr. Nickledy could have killed Mr. Gloomsbury without anyone noticing. What? The one thing that made the moment possible is shown here in this photograph. All those people watching, I couldn't have possibly committed murder. Do not believe him, Your Honour. This law is a malignant tumour. He wants to infect this judicial body with... Mr. Nickledy, I would ask you keep quiet this time. Virulent accusations. We need to evaluate the defence's claim. Your yammering only serves to throw further suspicion your way. Ugh. Mr. Wright, let's see this one thing you mentioned. Be warned, this had better not be one of your offhanded claims. Who do you think you're talking to, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, Mr. Wright. Please point out for us the one thing that made the moment of murder possible. The one moment it was possible for Mr. Nickledy to kill Mr. Gloomsbury. One single moment is this. Well, it's the fog, isn't it?
Take that!
It's this thick mood fog that engulfed the entire reception. It's under the cover of this fog Mr. Nickledy murdered the victim. What? Mr. Nickledy was standing right next to the lantern Mr. Gloomsbury was in. The only moment the murder could have been committed without being seen.
Objection!
I can accept there was a moment when the witness was obscured by others by... I can accept there was a moment when the witness was obscured from others by fog. That doesn't prove Mr. Nickledy killed the victim at that very moment. If you can't prove the crime was committed during the reception, the trial ends here. I was so caught up in finding a foothold I forgot to think that far ahead. Well done, Mr. Edgeworth. It's time to call this trial's time of death. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the murder happened during the reception? Don't even bother. His claim's dead on arrival. Victory's within your grasp, prosecutor. Quiet, witness. I've no interest in victory. All I care about is the truth. One we can only arrive at through further deliberation. Edgeworth. Enough of this, Your Honour, the trial is over. No, Mr. Nickledy, that's for me to decide. Mr. Wright, can you prove it? Can you prove the murder was committed during the wedding reception? Why is there no verdict yet? The law is obviously out of answers. The prosecutor, the judge, they're all infected. Their religious stupidity is so advanced that even the best surgeons could save them. In fact, not even a brain transplant could cure them. This court's infected with idiocy. It's a pandemic.
Objection!
Mr. Nickledy, that's enough already. Finally ready to give up, are you? No, just the opposite, actually. I'll prove the murder was committed during the reception by you. Gah! You'll prove it? Can you really, Mr. Wright? Yes, I can, Your Honour. I realise I don't know exactly how I'll do it just yet. If I want to get the truth Edgeworth was talking about, I have to find that way. Very well, Mr. Wright, let's have your proof. Enough of the foolishness, he's just bluffing. Stop him from speaking, Your Honour. I'll do nothing of the sort. Oh, you're just a district court judge from the power of the Sprocket family up. Enough of your foolishness, Mr. Nickledy! This judicial body will not succumb to the influence of money or power. Ugh. Now then, let's hear it, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your truth. Think, Phoenix. Remember everything you learned so far. You can do this. You can find definitive evidence that leads to the truth. Think, Phoenix. I'm going to prove the murder took place during the reception. If Pierce committed the murder during the reception, he'd have to have used Yes. The weapon that was used to strike the victim twice. According to the autopsy report, the victim was hit by the same object both times. Without a doubt, Pierce used it to commit the murder. The weapon used to kill Bloomsbury was the timekeeper. If Pierce struck the victim during the once excuse me. Pierce struck the victim during that one single moment, he must have used the timekeeper. Come to think of it, was it also used for something else during the reception? The timekeeper was used for the first startup of love. That's right. The timekeeper had been activated during the reception. If we activate the timekeeper again now and find any trace of the murder, that would be conclusive proof Mr. Bloomsbury was killed during the reception. A special ceremony took place during the reception in question. What kind of ceremony? It was called the first startup of love. Apparently, the couple activated the timekeeper for the first time during it. Does that mean the timekeeper here in evidence isn't activated at the moment? And what would happen if we were to activate it? Why don't we see for ourselves? It would give us a chance to examine it. And while we're at it, we just might find some conclusive evidence. What? No, you can't activate it. Mr. Nicklety, keep quiet or I'll have you thrown out of court. By the way, Mr. Wright, this is supposed to be a time machine, right? We're not going to travel back in time to the Stone Age or anything, are we? I don't think we have to worry too much about that, Your Honour. I was a little nervous nonetheless, but the truth must be known. Very well, go ahead and start up the timekeeper. Excuse me. Do you know how, Nick? I think so, maybe. The bride and groom each had a symbol of their love, and when they put them together, bride and groom each had a symbol of their love, and they put them together, how romantic it was. See, I think the symbol of the groom's love must be the timekeeper itself. The symbol of the bride's love would fit together with the timekeeper. I know, this has to be it. Mr. Wright, are you ready to activate the time machine now? Yes, Your Honour. The symbol of the bride's love that's necessary for activating the timekeeper is...
Take that!
Once we set this in place, we can activate the timekeeper. Set it in place where? It doesn't look like it fits anywhere. You don't think so? Oh, fuck off. Not even we kind of jammed it in. Mr. Wright, you know what's coming, don't you? A penalty, Your Honour. I'm glad you understand. That will save us some time.
Take that!
Miss Wyatt's pennant. It's the symbol of the bride's love that's necessary for activating the timekeeper. What? Does that mean you can start it with Miss Wyatt's pennant? I believe so, Your Honour. Very well, please try it now, Mr. Wright. Okay, here I go. First I have to figure out where the pennant goes. don't think this is the spot. I better what? Ah. This hole's a good spot. I'll try setting the pennant here. It fits. This must be the right spot. Now I have to find a place to insert the key. Ah. Okay. The hole in the middle of the pennant. Could this be it? Yeah, clock that from the start too. Oh, it worked. The timekeeper's been activated. All I have to do is find proof the crime was committed during the reception. I think I found it. Conclusive evidence the murder was committed during the wedding reception. Just as suspected, there's evidence of murder inside the timekeeper, Mr. Nickledy. The timekeeper was only activated and open during the wedding reception, right? Oh, stop! That means there's conclusive proof the crime was committed during the reception. Ah! After you killed the victim under the cover of the fog, you closed the timekeeper to hide the bloodstain, didn't you? Bloodstain? I clicked on the clock inside, thinking it had stopped. I didn't even notice there was a bloodstain there. No, you're wrong. Ellen killed Bloomsbury. It wasn't me, I tell you. Give it up, Mr. Nickledy. How could the defendant, who was in the middle of pledging her love, have possibly committed the murder of everyone watching her? It was the family. All the family members conspired to kill him. There's no way you can talk your way out of this, Mr. Nickledy. During the reception, that one dreamlike moment, only one person could have used the timekeeper to beat the victim to death. And that one person was you, Pierce Nickledy. No, this isn't over yet. I won't give up. No, I cut the artery. This stupid thing. I must stop the bleeding now. Give me forceps. Forceps, I said. Where is everyone? Fine. I'll manage this alone. I'll do it by myself. I can fix anything. Repair anything. You have to get better. To live. You must. I would have been able to save her. If only I'd listened. If only I'd treated her first. If only that Soren hadn't been there. Selina. No. Oh, that's, you know, I can't really feel good about that, you know. The breakdowns are usually funny, but, no, he just relived his trauma there. That's, Witness, are you finally ready to tell the truth? It's just as the lawyer to do. So it was all a revenge scheme against Soren Sprocket. Do you have any idea how hard it is to lose someone you love right in front of you? Selena's condition was clearly more critical than Soren's, but in spite of that, she said, "Please help Soren." Miss Sprocket's last words. That's what she really meant by those words. I was able to grant a wish, but at the price of her life. So you got a job with Sprocket Aviation and waited for your chance to get revenge. You got close to Mr. Gloomsbury and hatched this plot, right? Gloomsbury already bore a grudge against Soren. When I tempted him with an even better position, he immediately took the bait. He was your accomplice, someone who shared the same goal as you. Why was it necessary for you to kill him? I didn't expect Soren to strike Gloomsbury out of the Vista deck. I certainly never imagined he'd make it his way along the outside wall. Soren's love is the real deal after all. My plan had been compromised. For the time being, I hid his body in the lantern and tried to figure my next move. And then Mr. Gloomsbury came to during the second wedding reception. As soon as I saw Gloomsbury, I instantly hit upon the idea. Pinned the blame of Gloomsbury's murder on Ellen. You tried to break up the couple by making the bride out to be a murderer. How despicable. Soren was getting the company and a wedding, both things that were supposed to be Selena's. He took every happiness from her. Who's the despicable one here? You think what you did would make her happy? I know it wouldn't. But I couldn't just stand by, watching Soren enjoy his happiness. I was going to have Soren taste the same pain I had, and then take over Sprocket Aviation. I'd take back from him all the happiness that was rightfully Selena's. Time stopped for me the day I lost her, just like this pocket watch of hers. Pierce, Miss Wyatt, I believe Selena would have said, "Leave this ill world behind. This time is yours to live." It's too late for me. Time will never advance for me ever again. What? It can't be. I see now, Selena, what I did was wrong. I see no further need to continue this trial. Bailiff, please take Mr. Nickledy away. Pierce Nickledy, another inconsolable time traveller, who lived in time that stood still. Now then, I was rendered my verdict regarding the defendant. Your Honour, before you give your ruling, will you please allow me a moment? Very well. Ellen, there's something I need to say to you. Yes, Soren? I've put you through something truly horrible. This whole thing happened all because of me. I would understand if you wanted to call off our marriage. What? course not. I've never once thought that. If you stay with me, you'll only face more trying times in the future. What do you mean? The truth of this incident and the car accident before it. I'm going to tell the public everything. I expect the company's reputation will suffer and I'll take a lot of criticism. But I feel I can only really start over once I get everything out in the open. Soren. After all that's happened, I might not have the right to ask you this, but, well, how should I say this? Maybe I'll just... A life with me probably won't be very easy, but... Will you marry me? Yes, of course. Your Honour, thank you for this time. Please continue with your ruling. Very well, but first I've one question. Do the two of you pledge your eternal love for each other to the goddess of justice, Themis? I do, Your Honour. I do. Does the prosecution or defence have any objections? Well done, Your Honour. No objections here. The defence has no objections either, Your Honour. This court finds the defendant Ellen Wyatt... No, that's not right. The court finds the defendant Ellen Sprocket not guilty. Court is adjourned. Ellen, Soren, congratulations. Mr. Wright, I can't thank you enough. If you hadn't exposed the truth, Soren and we wouldn't. Now you can finally start your new life together, right? Thank you. Mr. Wright, we'll be holding our real wedding ceremony in the near future. Would you do us the honour of coming to it? I want you to witness our fresh start. Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world. And Ellen, this time, it'll finally be happily ever after, right? Oh, yes. The two of you have persevered and overcome this trial together. Now, no matter what obstacles come your way, I'm sure you'll be able to handle them. And there's another thing I'm sure of too. This person will always be watching over the two of you.
Take that!
Selina, yes, I think you're right. Now we promise to live life to the fullest for Selina's sake too. Right, Soren? That's right. Well, we'd better be on our way. Yes, my love. Oh. Huh. The old threshold carry, huh? Way to show off. We'll be seeing you. Goodbye for now. I'll be looking forward to that wedding. Hold on tight, Ellen. You better believe I will. I'm never letting you go. And there they go. You're not thinking of going to that wedding by yourself, are you, boss? You're taking us too, right? Oh boy, there's going to be all kinds of fancy food there. Athena, when did you get here? Just now. I would have been here to cheer you guys on earlier, but Trucy never gave me a chance to slip away. You're going to be even bigger trouble with her later. Speaking of the wedding, maybe I should ask them to invite Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, really? He thought Ellen was guilty all the way to the end. That may be true, but... if he hadn't stood up for us when he did, the trial probably would have ended there. Maybe Mr. Edgeworth gave us the chance? Maybe. Though knowing him, I doubt he'd ever tell even if I asked. If that's how you feel about it, Nick, why not try getting inviting? Hey, Maya! Have you ever tried to catch the bouquet? Huh? No. I never have either. Fighting over a bouquet has been tossed by the bride. Talk about fierce competition. I'm totally stoked. I'm not sure it's really supposed to be all that competitive. I'm a pretty good jumper, so I think I've got the chance. She's definitely missing the point of the whole thing. And Larry, how did you manage to stay so quiet for so long? Shut up! Wish the lady you fell in love with every happiness is what a real man does. I'm sure that relationship was over before it began, Larry. Darn it all, if only I was 10 years younger, things would have gone differently. Hands of time, won't you turn back for me? Today is Ellen and Soren's third wedding ceremony and reception. I heard the bride and groom insisted it be on the Flying Chapel again. In the end, they were nice enough to invite me and Maya. And Athena kind of invited herself. They also invited Edgeworth, Emma, and even Larry. They say third time's the charm, right? I really do hope it's happily ever after for them this time around. Still, I get the feeling it's going to be one rowdy party.
Ready when you are. Okay, here we go! Huh?
Oh, hey! Look who's next! Huh?
Get back! Haven't you ever heard of Blade Arrows?
I'm truly blessed to have you.
You've got special bonus music and background settings. And that finally comes to the end of the entire... It does, doesn't it? Yes, that's just a museum, okay, good. Okay, this finally brings me to the end of the entire Apollo Justice Ace Attorney trilogy. My Ace Attorney arc has finally officially concluded. Next video will finally be Sly Cooper 3. And until that video, thank you all so much for watching, and good night out there, whatever you are.